Hey guys, my name is Dr. Stephanie Burgos, and I am so excited to welcome you to Team Healthier You. I am the creator of Team Healthier You, and I became a coach back in 2013, right when I was in the middle of probably the busiest time of my life. I was in the middle of my residency working 70 hours a week, and I just jumped right into coaching. I know, crazy. But honestly, it has been the best decision that I ever made. And I am so excited for you as you begin now your coaching career. So I wanted to put together a welcome, basically a presentation. I wanted you to really understand what are your first goals as a new coach, and also to give you some tips that I think would be very helpful for where you are right now. I want to first start off by thanking you. Thanking you for taking a chance, for leaping forward, for thinking outside the box and taking on a profession like this. I think that so many people are so used to a 9-to-5 or going to their shifts or clocking in and clocking out. When they think of doing something like this, a business that they can build from home, that they can build from anywhere, it is extremely scary. And if you're scared, I want you to know that it is okay. I want you to know that we have all been where you are, and we have all gone through it, and we are here to support you and to help you. I also want to first start by saying that there is a lot of information that you need to learn. Just like any job, it's, when you go into orientation, you're like, whoa, there is a lot of information here. It's the same thing with coaching. And obviously, when you start on day one of a new job, you don't know everything, but you still have to start doing things, and you still have to start doing your daily activities at work. It's the same thing with this. There are going to be times when you don't know the answers, and it's okay. We want you to keep moving forward, and you will figure out how to best go looking for those answers. But what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to fall into the trap of sitting down, trying to learn everything, and not getting your feet wet and start doing things. So promise me that you will trust me when I say do not sit back and just learn, and not do anything. And so if you feel overwhelmed by any of the information that I'm going to present to you today, or even in the next couple weeks, I want you to know that it is perfectly normal and it's expected, because like I said, you're starting something brand new. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And what I'm going to do is really talk to you about what are the goals that you should have as a new coach. So let's go ahead and go to the next slide. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. All right, so let's start with the mission statement. The mission statement: to be authentic and live unapologetically, to help ourselves and others create a healthy foundation so that no matter what obstacles come in life, we stay true to the activities that keep our mind, body, and soul healthy. It's really important for you to understand what our mission statement is. At first, it is, our first job is to take care of ourselves. That is number one, which for many of you, I think it's going to be a win-win, because a lot of us who come into this business, we want to get in shape. We want to be healthy. We want to stay healthy. And so I hope that this mission statement speaks to you and is something that you can stand proudly behind. So let me start with saying, what are your goals? Are you someone who simply wants to stay accountable to your fitness goals? Do you want to pay for Shakeology every month? If those are your goals, then you are what I would call more like a discount coach. If that's the case, I would probably tell you definitely listen to this call, but know that a lot of this information, especially if you're not planning on building the business, you probably won't need to know a lot of this information. But I hope that you will learn it so that in case someone approaches you about your amazing transformation, you will know exactly what to do and you'll know exactly what to say. Or at the very least, you will know how to find those resources. Or are you someone who wants to earn about $400 to $500 a month? Or, and so that is what I would call more of a hobby coach. Maybe you're going to do this part-time. Maybe you're only going to do this for an hour a day. Understanding that that's a part-time income, and you can definitely reach that with your, in terms of with what I'm going to teach you. Or are you someone who wants to earn 6 or even 7 figures Do you want to quit your job and live a life by design as a full-time coach? Or maybe you want to go part-time in your current job and go full-time as a Beachbody coach so that you can have more added flexibility in your life. So whatever your goals are, especially if you are in the bottom three, you're going to want to take lots of notes as I kind of go through this presentation, because a lot of what I'm going to talk to you about is about guiding you so that you can make your first month and your second month a really successful one. So what do we exactly do as a coach? Our goal is to help others achieve their health and fitness goals. We do this by connecting one of our programs with a client, and we help them through that program in a private online accountability group, which we call a challenge group. So that is what we are always promoting on our social media. When we talk to people, we are always promoting a challenge group. And it is not about us. It's about the other person and their goals. And so we offer support and accountability, and we help others also build businesses for those who are interested in learning more about what we are doing as coaches. So I want to first start with our basic fundamental lessons, the 4 vital behaviors. Number 1, you need to be proof that the product works. This is incredibly important, that you are using your program, you decide to commit to your program, whether it's a 21-day program, whether it is a 4-week program, whether it is an 8-week program, commit to that program. I know when I first became a coach, I stayed motivated just thinking, wow, if I can show that this program works, I know that it's going to really inspire a lot of people. And I kept thinking that even when I wanted to have a cheat meal or when I didn't want to work out, I kept thinking about those people who were waiting to see what the results I would have and who were waiting to see how committed I could be. So understanding that you need to be doing your workout, that is your job now. And you need to be drinking Shakeology or using one of our Beachbody performance lines. Super important that you have your own experience with our products. I never want you to feel like you are selling something. I want you to feel like you are sharing something that is working for you and changing your life. Number 2, which I think is the gold of our business, is personal development. Personal development, personal development. It is so incredibly important that you, at the end of this video, decide which one of these books you're going to purchase it, and then I want you to start reading it today or tomorrow, depending on how you order it. So personal development is so important because we all come into this business with certain weaknesses, with certain, strengths, and we need to develop ourselves so that we can put on a nice thick layer of thick skin, because building a business is not easy and being a leader is not easy. And so a couple books that I really recommend for brand new coaches are The Energy Bus, fantastic book. You Are a Badass, The Compound Effect, The Slide Edge, and How to Rock Your Network Marketing. Those are great books for a new coach. And if you're someone that you are really busy and you're just like, listen, Stephanie, I don't even know how I'm going to make time for the business, let alone sit down and read 15 books, then I want you to think about audio. And so one thing that I want to show you, and I'm just going to show you guys really quickly on my screen, again, lots of information, is the idea behind audio. It's so super important. So if you go to audible.com, and I'm going to show you right here what it looks like. And audible.com is basically it's through Amazon, and you pay $14.95 a month, and that $14.95 gives you a book, and it's an online book. So super important, and you'll see here as I kind of browse or just even go to my books, I have tons of books because I listen to my personal development in the car. You could see I have The Energy Bus here. And I like to utilize my car as like a rolling university in a sense. You can also listen to podcasts. And so Chalene Johnson has a fantastic podcast. Social Media Examiner is great for learning good social media tips. So really utilizing your time. So maybe, let's say you are, you only have, let's say 20 minutes while you're doing the laundry or folding laundry. You can listen to audio and really utilize that time. The next thing and I'm going to talk about this later on, is inviting. Every single day, we are supposed to be sharing our experience with our products, sharing our life, and inviting people to our next challenge group, and inviting people to reach out to us so that we can help them with their fitness journeys. This can happen in one of 2 ways, either by your posting on your social media or by directly talking to people and messaging them on text message or on Facebook. And I will talk a little bit more about that later on. And then our fourth vital behavior is recognition. It's so important that you are recognizing people around you that are helping you be successful, whether it's coaches as you grow your team or challengers as people who, really invest in you and buy a program with you. If you see that they're doing well, make sure that you are recognizing them. It's something that we're supposed to be doing every single day. And so it's incredibly, incredibly important. So the goals, and so this is where goals of a new coach. I want you guys to understand that you have 3 goals in your first month as a coach. Number 1 is to create a launch post and begin inviting to your first challenge group. I make this very clear because I need you to get your feet wet. I need you to jump in and I need you to get your hands dirty. I need you to start taking ownership of being a coach and being a business owner. And now your business is helping other people get in shape and get healthy. And so number 1 is creating that launch post and begin inviting to your first challenge group. Number 2 is earning success starters. And then number 3 is advancing to Emerald rank and team builder. So number 1, creating a launch post and setting a challenge date. So I have an example here. If you have done a program or have a transformation, then this is an example of a post that you can say. And here, I'm going to read it out. What if you could wake up one day and not recognize your body? In a good way. I have been struggling with my weight since I was a child. My weight always went up and down and I was a slave to the scale. I let it dictate how I felt, but not anymore. I have been committed to my program and I feel amazing. I have lost 5 pounds and my energy is through the roof. And I am sleeping better. On top of that, my clothes are no longer snug. Yay! If it was not for my support group, aka challenge group, then I would not have been able to do it. I am so excited to announce that I will be hosting my first challenge group because I want others to feel like I do. The group is completely free and will only be 5 days and will focus on clean eating. I will give you a grocery list and a meal plan to follow and help you stay accountable in a private group. If interested, the group starts May 5th. Please message me or comment below and I will reach out. So excited. So in this post, you are promoting a free challenge group, which I personally think is a fantastic way for you to start your business. It's promoting a 5-day clean eating challenge group, and I will show you where the resources are for that in the training site. But we have the meal plan, we have the post that you're supposed to be writing every single day. We show you how to create a group. We show you everything, and all you have to do is execute. And all you have to do is execute it and do the group. And so a tip that I want you to know is that you always want to post a clear picture of you smiling or a transformation picture if you have one. Now, let's say you just got a program and you have no results yet. So here's an example of a post that you could write. Have you ever thought enough is enough? Well, that is how I have been feeling over the past few weeks regarding my health and fitness. I have been working so much and have been putting others before me that I have let myself go. Can you relate? Well, I have decided that moving forward, I will be making time for me daily. And I want to help you too, if you can relate to how I feel. I just started a new program at home this past week, and I have been able to fit in my workout in just 30 minutes at home. Already, I have more energy, and I feel happy to be having this amazing outlet to relieve stress. So if you're looking to make time for you, then I'm looking for 5 women to help me stay accountable. I am so excited to announce that I will be hosting my first challenge group because I want others to feel like I do. The group is completely free, will only be 5 days, and will focus on clean eating. I will give you a grocery list and a meal plan to follow and help you stay accountable in a private group. If interested, the group starts May 5th. Please message me and I will reach out. But so excited. And again, as a tip, always post a clear picture of you smiling. Super important. Make sure it's clear and not blurry. So the goal of free groups. So really it's to add value to others before they purchase something from you. It's also to build your confidence and to get you inviting and talking to people. Are free groups mandatory? No. You can obviously automatically just start with a challenge group, and the only people you will put in there are people who have bought from you, and that is fine. But I find that even just starting with this free group, it starts the momentum in your business. And when you go to look at the daily posts that we have for the actual 5-day free group, on days 4 and 5, we have you talking about your paid challenge group. So by day 4 and day 5, you are promoting for your paid challenge group, which would be 2 weeks later from that end of that date. And so on, like I said here, so on day 5, you will invite your clients in the group to your first paid challenge group. Ideally will be 1 week after the end of your free group, because you want to give people time to purchase the products. This is also a great way to build your cold market. And on day 7 of our training, of our coach training, there is an amazing video on clean eating groups that you should definitely watch from a team call that we recently had in our team. And you can also have fun with it. The first one can be a free clean eating, or the next one can be what we call a BOD, which is our Beachbody on Demand. Or you can do a faith-driven free challenge. You can do a running free challenge. You can do a crock pot challenge. You can have fun with it. And then you can do this monthly, hosting a free group followed by a paid group. A lot of coaches have had a lot of success building their market. And I talk about cold versus warm. And cold market are people that you don't know yet. And the warm market are people that you know right now. And so a lot of coaches come in with maybe only 200 friends on Facebook. And so they really need to grow that cold market, because you're not going to have a successful business with just 200 people. And so it's really important that you have a plan in place so that you are growing every single day and adding people to your network every single month. And you can do that with a clean eating group. And so I just wanted to touch upon the Beachbody On Demand free group. These are awesome because they can be 7, 14, or 21-day groups. And the way that it works is that you would have a client sign up for our Beachbody On Demand trial. And so the only caveat to that, the only problem that you may get with that is that they do need to give their credit card information, because it is a 30-day trial. And after the 30 days, they're going to charge them $40 for 3 months of the membership. So that's, sometimes that can stop a lot of people from joining your group, but sometimes people will not care and they'll still continue to want to be a part of it. And it's great because you will be able to have your clients get exposed to our programs. There are tons of, preview workouts on Beachbody On Demand, and there's close to 18 full workout programs on there. So just a really great way and a great alternative to a free clean eating group is doing a Beachbody On Demand free group. And then you can also have fun with creating a calendar in advance or picking a workout daily for your group. So number 2, goal 2, is hitting success starters. So success starters is when you earn Success Club 5 or 10 in your first 3 consecutive months as a coach. So what do you earn? You earn a free ticket to Summit and a call with our CEO, Carl Deichler. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Yeah, it's Carl Deichler. What if I signed up at the end of the month? If you signed up at the end of May, let's say, then you would still have June, July, and August to hit Success Club and qualify. So Success Club must have, in order to hit Success Club, you must have 90 PV on Home Direct. And so what does that mean, Home Direct, HD? It means that you're getting an auto shipment every single month. Usually your Shakeology will cover that if you're drinking Shakeology. However, we do have other products like the Performance line and Shakeology Boost, which can add up to the 90 PV and can help you qualify for that. So you must have 90 PV, and then you also must earn the Success Club points. And so obviously, if you're someone that wants to build this business and have it be a substantial income, you want to be aiming for Success Club 10. And so you get 2 points for every challenge pack sold to a new customer. 2 points. So for every challenge pack. And then you get 1 point if a new client signs up for Shakeology on Home Direct or the auto shipment. Obviously, guys, if you have someone who's just interested in Shakeology, you can always have them purchase a challenge pack, because they can either get the Beachbody On Demand challenge pack, which will come with the Shakeology for the same price as Shakeology alone, or they can they can choose one of the other packages that are on special for the month. So if you have someone who just wants Shakeology, know that there's always an opportunity to have them also get a challenge, get a challenge pack, and they would get more for their money. And then if you sell 3 challenge packs, that's 6 points. If you sell 5 challenge packs, that's 10 points. So again, your goal should be Success Club 10, but you can definitely hit Success Club with Success Club 5. You at least need 5 points. So when you hit Success Club, there's monthly prizes that are given to you by corporate, and you have the chance to earn potential trips. For example, this past year, about a month and a half ago, I went on a Beachbody cruise. I was able to earn the majority of that trip because of all the Success Club points that I had last year. This year, I'm working towards a Success Club trip next year, which is in Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. And so I'm hoping to earn most of that trip for free by the Success Club points that I earned this year. And so just know that that's the potential, especially if you really like traveling and going on trips. You also are eligible when you do hit Success Club, you become eligible for the potential for the Success Club Leads program when you are an Emerald rank, and we will talk about that next. But that the Leads program allows you to have free customers and commission given to you by Beachbody. And I just want to kind of point out that coaches who make Success Club every single month in a period of 12 months make 23 times more than coaches who do not. So guys, really, really important. This is your number one goal, is hitting Success Club every single month. At this time, I've been a coach now for almost 36 months, and I have hit Success Club for 36 months in a row. So when you see myself and the success that I have, know that this is how you become successful. Hitting Success Club every single month, no matter what. And then number 3 is your goal is hitting Emerald rank and becoming a team builder. So the way that you hit Emerald is that you want to sign 2 coaches under you. And ideally, the first coach is your spouse or parent on your, what I call your profit leg. And I'll talk a little bit about that on the next slide. But it's the profit leg, or you may hear other people talk about it as your weak leg. And so it's super important. And here you'll see, I'm gonna get out of this real quick, but here you'll see Emerald rank, and you see that here is you, and you have one coach on one leg, which is your left side, and one coach on your right leg, which is your right side. So you need 2 active coaches, and in order for your coaches to be active, they need to have at least 50 PV. And so 50 PV can be with Shakeology as well, or it can be with a 3-day refresh, or it can be with Boost, Performance Line, etc. But they need to have 50 PV in order to be active. And so what's awesome about being an Emerald rank is that you unlock the potential for team cycle bonuses. This is basically the bonuses that you earned from the work of your team. We earn a certain percentage based off of how much the team produces every single week. This is what we call the residual income aspect of this business. When I first started, a large part of my paychecks were coming from strictly the commission that we make. Remember, we make 25% commission. However, now my checks are mostly team volume, and that's awesome because that means that it's not based on my work, but it's based on the work of the team, and I get a certain percentage of that. And so understanding that you need to be of Emerald rank in order to start qualifying for that. You also, when you're Emerald and you hit Success Club, you will qualify for those leads that I talked about, which are basically free customers being given to you by Beachbody. Those are customers that, for example, maybe ordered on an infomercial or ordered online and didn't go through a coach. Beachbody distributes those customers to other coaches on the team and the company who are Emerald rank and who have hit Success Club. Emerald rank, and then team builder. Team builder is your first goal. It's almost similar to Emerald rank, except that it adds another caveat, which is basically when you are a team builder, you are hitting Success Club 5, which I said. You are an Emerald rank, but you're also building a team under you. So you have those 2 coaches under you, and those 2 coaches are selling and buying things. And so there's a production there that's happening. And then you're also, what this is telling you, that if you are a team builder, you should be earning at least $250 in that month period. So that's really great, especially for your first month, especially if you earn team builder in your first month, that's $250. I think that's pretty awesome for a first month. And imagine that if you keep that going, that only compounds on each other. All right. So let's talk about legs really quickly. And this is just a quick little 101, just because I know a lot of coaches always will get confused about this in the beginning. And so I had showed you that you have a left leg and you have a right leg. So this is me up here. I'm Mama Bear up here. This is my left leg. This is my right leg. So let's say you are here. You'll see that after I have this person here and this person here, the next place I can place my next coach has to be under either you or this coach over here. And so you'll see that my next coach is over here under you. How does this benefit you is that these 2 coaches, which I place, they're my coaches, you basically benefit from them, from the volume that they produce. And so you may start seeing that you're going to see names when you're looking at your back office, again, some of this may not make sense, but I'm just kind of giving you a little bit about this. But as you start looking at your tree and you start looking, you may say, who are these people who are on this leg? I don't know these people. Know that those are coaches that I place. They're my coaches, and that you're going to benefit from their volume that they produce. And so you'll see that on one side, I'm only going to build on one side of you. The other side, you have to build along with the same side that I'm building for you. But this side is what I call your profit leg, because it's strictly built with you. So your profits, so what you do, your hard work builds this inside leg. And so this area right here is where you want to put your spouse or parent or close friend. You want them on that, in this spot right here at the top, because this is a strategic move. Because as you build, I'm thinking ahead for you. You have to trust us. As you build, you're going to have half of your whole team under your husband or under your parent, whoever you put here. And that's awesome in terms of volume. And remember, we're thinking in terms of volume. So just kind of, I'm not expecting you to understand this at all, but I just wanted you to hear these terms, hear these words, that you're going to have coaches on one side, and you're going to say, who are these coaches? Know that those are not your coaches. They're my coaches. And basically, they're only helping you in terms of volume. They do not help you towards rank at all. You have to put a coach on each side. The way that this is here and here, you have to put a coach on each side in order for you to advance in rank. So I want to talk quickly about preferred placement. So super important. When you go to your online office, you are going to see right here that you're going to go to My Business and you're going to click on My Preferred Placement. This is how you're able to place that person on that inside leg. And so you're going to want to click right or left, and you're going to see right here. It's all going to be wherever you see people on one leg, you want to put your spouse on the opposite leg. And so if you have any trouble with this, obviously look more at the team site first, and you can always ask myself or your sponsor when it comes to placing your first coach. So in terms of just thinking ahead, I wanted to just show you this. For some reason, let me see something. Let me change this. Let's do it like this. Okay. So I'm just going to keep it like this. All right. So kind of thinking ahead. So diamond rank or team leader are next. And so I just wanted to show you this because you'll see here, this is you. And in order to get to diamond, you need to have 4 coaches on one side, 4 coaches on the other side. And of those 4 coaches on each side, one of them on each side must also have 2 coaches, and they must be emerald. So that's just kind of thinking ahead. And that's what we call team leader. And again, I'm not telling you this is not to overwhelm you, but I'm just kind of giving you a kind of an idea of where you're working towards, right? And so when you're a team leader, that means you'll be making $1,000 a month. That's pretty awesome. And you'll be hitting Success Club. You'll be a diamond, and you'll have 4 coaches under you that are working the business, and you'll be having at least 5,000 volume under you. 5,000 volume points. So just kind of thinking ahead. Again, I just wanted you guys to be thinking about this. And so another thing that I want to talk about are just team calls and the National Wake Up Call. So we have team calls every week, usually on Monday nights at 8:45 Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes we have them on Tuesday nights or Wednesday nights, depending if we're having a guest speaker. But if we're not having guest speakers, they're usually on Monday nights, and they're always on Zoom. So make sure that you have downloaded Zoom. I also want you guys to know about the National Wake Up Call. Super important. Every Monday at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. These are great calls that are available to you, and they're put on by corporate. They're awesome because they give you the latest announcements every week, and they give you they usually have a really successful coach on there who is giving you lessons and giving you tips. Really, really important. And the call, if you can't make it on Monday morning, that's okay. It's recorded, and you can listen to it for the whole week. And honestly, you can listen to it forever. We have a backlog of all of our calls from the past. And I just want to quickly show you where you would go to see that. So if you go to your Team Beachbody online office, you're going to see over here on the right side, breaking news. Right here, you're going to see National Wake Up Call replay. So that is where you would go for the replay, and you can listen to the replay here, or you can click on here where it says view all previous coach calls, and that is where You can find all of the coach calls from the past. And there's even transcripts if you don't want to listen to it. So tons of information on there, just so that you know. So breathe. Woo! Lots of information. I know. Breathe, breathe, breathe. There's a lot to learn. I'm telling you, there's a lot to learn, but I want you to take it one step at a time. So I wanted to just talk about a couple of different things. How to invite. So you want to make a list of your contacts, everyone that you know, high school, college, jobs, church, family, extended family. I want you to download your whole Facebook friends list. You can actually do that. If you don't know how to do it, Google how to download Facebook friends list. And what you're going to do is you're going to send your first invite via Messenger. And this is what you're going to say. You're going to say, hi, so-and-so, how are you? I hope well. It's been a long time since we last spoke, but just wanted to check in and totally not sure if this interests you or not. No hard feelings if not, but I am getting together a group of ladies together who want to feel good in their own skin, get results, and support each other all while on the same fitness journey. How it works is that everyone who wants to participate orders their own challenge pack. You choose either a 30-minute program or a 22-minute program. You will get all the DVDs, a nutrition guide, a whole month of Shakeology. Both programs are $160, and then I will be coaching a free accountability group here on Facebook. We will communicate daily on there and share recipes, struggles, and concerns. The groups are so fun and everyone sees great results. I have big health and fitness goals this year and want to help others accomplish their goal. My first group already filled up, but my next round starts May 15th. Does this sound like something you might be interested in, or maybe you know someone who may be interested? So I know this sounds scary, right? The idea of sending someone a message. Obviously, this is for people who you haven't talked to. Just send the message. You have to trust us. That cold, and this is what we call cold inviting. It can be scary, but you have to trust the process. Do not make assumptions of who needs your help. Go for no. You want to go for a lot of no's, because honestly, guys, a no just means no, not right now. And that's a seed planted. Now you are letting them know what you're doing, and now they're going to be watching you and they're going to be watching your posts. And so understanding the concept of that, you reap what you sow. The more people you talk to, the more people who know what you're doing, that means that more people are going to start watching you. So super important. And if they say no, like I said, that is okay. It's expected. I've gotten thousands of no's. You want to follow up with them next month always. You always want to have a list of who you're talking to so that you can follow up with them. And if they say yes, then continue on with our scripts. And so what I want to show you, really quickly, is our training site will always have the scripts. And so basically when you go to our training site, you go to the main page and you click on scripts right here. If you click on scripts, it's going to take you to a Google Drive. And this is really awesome because the Google Drive has different options on here. And so, for example, there's a cold script here, and then here's my current script right here. So these are all different scripts that you can use, and I usually will have mine listed right here. Here's a copy of some cold scripts, and this here as well, and then here's the current script that I'm using. So know that this is here for you, and it's always available to you. And so follow the scripts. And so when you follow the scripts, you want to first get to know them. I always will take control of the conversation, and I always ask them, what are their fitness goals? What have they done in the past to reach those goals? What is their height and weight? How much time can they commit to their health and fitness? Do they have support at home? And these are important questions. These are the only questions that I ask, guys. Only questions. And so I find that these are really important, and I don't ask them all in one bullet form all the time. Usually I'll ask the first one first, which is, what are your fitness goals? I send that message off or that email, and I wait for them to respond. And then I send these other 4 questions together. So I'll send those and say, hey, can you please answer these last couple questions so that I can make a program recommendation for you. You want to be using emojis. Look happy when you're talking on Messenger and on text message. And you always want to end with a question. You always want to say, can't wait to hear what you think. Please, how does this sound to you? And then scripts are, like I said, I just showed you, are always available on the team training site. And so after they get back to you, you want to make a recommendation. I usually will make 2 to 3 recommendations, and do not show the price. You want to first make the recommendation. So I want to also have you guys know that you need to use the YouTube infomercials on the programs to give information on the program. Do not try explaining it, but instead use the multi-million-dollar amazing videos that Beachbody has made. And so this also is in the scripts, and I have it there, again, like I said. So if you go to Stephanie's current script, you're going to see that I have listed here, look right here, what sort of physical activities, how much time, it's all here. And then I said, please choose 2 programs. And look, guys, all the YouTube links are already here for you. Utilize the scripts, please, 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 please. They're there for a reason, and I definitely use them all the time. So let's say, because it's going to happen, I'm telling you, it happens all the time. Let's say they're like, well, they ask immediately for the price. They're just like, what's the price? What's the price? I'm telling you, they're going to ask, what's the price? I want you to take control of the conversation. I usually will say, hey girl, the price depends on the program and we have several. I would love to first get to know your goals so that I can make a specific recommendation for you. Let me ask you a few questions. First, what are your goals? So I always take back control of the conversation. Do not let someone else take control of the conversation. You do not want to tell them the price because you don't know yet what program. We have different prices for different programs. So you want to make your recommendation. And then the third step is you want to send them a link or put on your follow-up list. If they say no, they go on your follow-up. And if they say they're not interested, you just say, okay, thank you so much for getting back to me and letting me know. Would you mind if I follow up with you about a group in the future? You always want to ask for the permission to follow up. And then you want to follow up, guys. I cannot tell you how important it is for you to follow up. And so in terms of sending people your links, you can use the Coach Mobile app or you can send the direct link. I want to kind of just let you guys know that when you go ahead to the training site, you're going to see, and this is all here for you, is that how to enroll. If you click in here, this shows you exactly how, I take you through a tutorial of how to use the Coach Mobile app and how to send someone your link. It's also in the new coach checklist, which you will be going through if you haven't gone through already. It's right here in step 5. So making sure that you are utilizing the training site because that's there for you. So what not to do with inviting. Do not tell them the price up front. Do not cut the conversation short. Get to know them. Get to know their goals. And do not send the link right away. Please do not be posting your links on your social media. You do not want to send something until you have the permission and you know what you are sending them the information for. Do not make the conversation about you. Always be forming them. Even if they're just like, hey, how are you? You could say like one line and just say like, great, things are so good. I've been having such a great heart, work has been busy. How are you? How are your kids? Make it about them. Go right into them. You want to form them, what we call form, which is family, asking about their family, asking about their occupation, asking about their recreation, and then you say your message. Super important. So what if someone has a coach? All right, this subject, so you always want to, if someone says, oh, I already have a coach, or someone says, I've purchased from Beachbody in the past, you always want to ask if they're working with that coach right now, or if they have a good relationship with that coach, or if they're involved in challenge groups with that coach. If they're still working with that coach, you need to bless and release and just say, I'm so excited and so happy that you have someone that you're working with. I'm only working with people who do not have a coach. I want you to go ahead and then you would basically tell them to go follow up with their coach. And then let's say they are not in communication at all with their coach and they've been trying and they're looking for a new support, then you can have them call customer service and switch over to you. Usually I'll provide the number for customer service and you need to provide them with your coach ID number so that they will, so that customer service knows exactly how to switch them over to you. And then if someone is a coach and they no longer want to be a coach on someone's team, obviously you want to kind of figure out what happened, what went wrong. I never try to get someone from another team, but I've had instances where people are like, I haven't been, I'm still a coach and I haven't been active with my team for like a year, 2 years. I really want to switch. They have to cancel their account and wait 6 months. Those are the rules. So social media tips, the do's. You want to practice, guys. Social media is not something that I was very familiar with, but I understood that I needed to practice it. You want to take clear pictures and with good lighting. Again, this is all about practice. You want to use apps. Think of Moldy is a great app. Rona, WordSwag, Afterlight. Those are great apps on the iPhone. And then you want to be honest and you want to share you. You do not want to be all beach body, beach body, beach body, beach body. That is not what we want you to do. We want you to understand that this is attraction marketing. If you're a mother, post about being a mom, post about the hectic schedule. If you're a healthcare professional, post about how busy your life is. Post about how hard it is for you to make time for your children and your fitness and your overall life because of your work schedule. Talk about all those things because that's how you're going to be relatable to people. You want to add value in your post, and you want to follow what I call the 80-20 rule. 80% of your post should be about your life, and 20% should be about Beachbody. And then you want to post at least 3 times a day. That is your goal. When I first started, I said, I'm going to post 3 times a day. I remember it was one post was going to be a quote, an inspirational quote. The second post was going to be my workout picture. And with my workout picture, I always would take a picture of me smiling, sweaty. And I would say, hey guys, about to run into work. And I can't believe I just finished my workout in 25 minutes. I have a group starting next week. Message me if you're interested. Have a good night. And I used to just always be like that very consistently every single day. And so posting 3 times a day. And then my third post was always what I was eating in the beginning, a nutrition post. So one thing I want you to do is I want you to imagine if you had 100,000 people following you. Imagine what would you say if you had all of those people following you? What would be your legacy? I want you to really think about that because that to me was incredibly appealing about building this business, especially as a healthcare provider. And I found that to be something that really drove me to really better my social media presence because I knew that people would continue to watch me. So social media tips, follow up with people who like, comment, and share your posts. For example, you can say, hey, Stephanie, thanks for liking my Facebook post. I was super nervous about posting it. How are you? So that's where you're starting to form them. Maybe you haven't spoken to them in like 2-3 years. And you can say, how are you? How are your kids? I saw that you had your kids. Oh my goodness, they're so big. Or you can say, hey, Stephanie, thanks for liking my post. I was super nervous about posting it. Are you working towards any fitness goals? So already you're going right into starting the conversation and using the script. Do you have any goals? And so you can take it that way as well. And so what not to do. Guys, please do not post blurry photos. As you can see, it's getting dark here. Please do not post dark photos. Do not use stock photos from Beachbody. Always try to show you in some form in the pictures. Do not post only twice a week. You need to post every single day. You must be consistent. Remember that your social media is now your store. So imagine if you didn't show up to your store and unlock the door, guess what? You're not going to sell anything and no one's going to come into your store. Same thing with social media. Now your posting is like somebody coming in to your store. Do not take a picture of just Shakeology or a program or a DVD by itself. I want you in the picture and I want you sharing you and showing your beautiful face and your beautiful smile. And so here is a Fit Boss guide. This was created by one of my success partners, Brooke. She's awesome. And this is just giving you an idea of what to post per day. This is basically in lesson 2 of your training, which you'll go through, and it's in social media basics. And you will find this, and it's incredibly helpful. And basically, you're going to find this as you scroll down, you're going to see it right there for you. So that's how you're going to be able to find it. I'm just going to move inside because it's getting way too dark. All right, I'm back. Okay, so like I said, you want to make sure that you're posting and adding value, to your social media, to the people who are following you on social media. So how to ask questions. And so the way that training will go as a new coach is that after you finish watching this video, if you haven't been invited into the coach training Facebook group, you will be invited to it, or you will always, you should have access to the training site, which is this, this site, what I showed you. And so what will happen is you're going to go into your training and you're going to move forward and start with your training. You'll see lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4, lesson 5, and you're going to have a checklist that's going to go through that training with you. So when it comes to asking questions, you want to first always go to the frequently asked questions in the coach online office. And that you can find always over here. If you scroll down, here's the online office. If you scroll down to the bottom, frequently asked questions. This is a great resource to be able to find information. For example, if you wanted to find, or like if you wanted to look up Success Club, let's say really quick, you would Google, you can look up Success Club and it says right here, the lead program, qualification, and it gives you tons of information. Earn Success Club points. The Success Starter program. Look right there, and it gives you information about what is Success Starter. So make sure that you're using the frequently asked questions. Then you want to, if you don't find your answer there, try Googling it, guys, or going to YouTube. There's tons of information on YouTube and on Google. And then if you're in the team page, you want to ask in the team page. You can always ask if you are a brand new coach. So you may or may not be in the big team page. And so just ask in the team page that you can, if you have a question. And then if you are in a small messenger group, you can also ask your question in there first. Ideally, the reason why this is so important that you ask questions in this format is because I am very busy, and if I'm at work or your sponsor is at work, if I'm at work for 12 hours and I don't get to your question, if it's something really important, I don't want you waiting on me. You have to learn how to look for the question, and I'm kind of showing you. So then when you finally have used all of these resources and you still haven't found the question, send me a message, and I want you to say, I looked in the FAQ and on Google, and I even looked in the team page, and I could not find the answer. My question is, and then ask me my question, and then ask me your question. I'm doing this to kind of protect my time and to also make sure that you guys don't just come to me. Obviously, I know most of the answers to everything, and I don't want you just coming directly to me, because then I'm going to have tons and tons and tons of coaches coming directly to me. So I need you to go through this process so that you respect my time, and I can stick to a schedule, and I can make sure that I'm also doing my work as well. And so an idea of your daily task as a coach. And so this is lesson 8 in the coach training. They talk about this, but I just wanted to give you an idea. And so your power hour to-do list, you're adding people to your friends list every single day. You're starting a conversation with 5 new people every single day. You're sending out invites to your challenge group every single day. And then you're checking into your challenge group if you do have one running, or when you do. And so obviously there is a lot to do, but if you stick to these basic behaviors every single day, if you're busy and you only have an hour, you need to be doing this power hour list. Or if you are someone who likes to be able to check things off, you're going to want to look at this format right here. So next steps. Oh, even I need to breathe. Breathe. So the next step is that you're going to go to the team training site, and you're going to click on new coach checklist. And so I'm going to show you what that looks like right here. You're going to click on new coach checklist, and you're going to download the coach checklist that goes with the training for that page. And so here you are. You're going to have the checklist. Make sure you're an active coach. Take the online office tour. Go set up your direct deposit. Go to the training and make sure that you're watching the videos. And basically what this is showing you to do is go to your online office, click on news and training. Here, I'll do it with you just so that you can see how easy it is. Go to your online office, click on news and training, click on training, and then what you're going to do is you're going to click on getting started right here, learn more. And then what you're going to do is getting started training, and you're going to watch these videos. These videos are going to take you through, for example, this one takes you through setting up your websites. It's also going to take you through a tour of the online office. Really, really important. And so you want to make sure that you are going through that checklist as a new coach, because it's really important. And this is what we call your new coach checklist. It's going to ask you, do you understand Success Club? Understand Emerald Rank? Hopefully after this video, you have some basic understanding, but that's there for you as well. And that is in the new coach checklist right here. And that is going over these items right here. And then you want to make sure that you then proceed with the coach training site. And so you can either just use the website. It's great on the phone. It's great on the web. Or you can follow along on the Facebook group. And so when you go to the Facebook group, you'll see that if I click over here and I go to the Facebook group for the training site, it's going to be coach training. And you're going to click here, welcome to your new coach training. This is the coach training. And you're going to read this post. And you're going to see that there's going to be 2 checklists. And I will send you this checklist also in an email. And so what will happen, there'll be 2 checklists here, and you'll be able to, so here are the checklists for lessons 1 through 20. And so this is what you will use to follow along with your training. And so this is very important for you to make sure that you're going through this training. The idea is that you will go through all these lessons 1 through 20, take lots of notes, and then after you get to lesson 20, then you will set up a call with either me or whoever your sponsor coach is, and we will go over your questions. It's important to understand that through these lessons, you will actually have to start your group. So it's not waiting for me to come and tell you to start your group. It's actually in part of lesson 7, it says launch your challenge group. So understand that that is a part of the training, and it's about actually doing things, guys. It's so important. Ideally, the lessons should take about a week to a week and a half to get done. So they're not, and the first 1 through 10 are the meat and potatoes. There's a lot of information. So make sure that you are doing the training and make sure that you download this checklist so that you can go along with the training. And then in the training, you'll be expected to promote and run your first free group. And then after the lessons are done, I know for my coaches, I will welcome you into the big team page, and we will have another call to go over your questions. So in conclusion, breathe and remember your first goals as a new coach. Create your launch post, set a challenge group date, earn success starters, and advance to emerald rank. Those are your first goals. And then I believe in you and you have what it takes. And so I want to end with this, and I want to end with just kind of simply saying that I am here for you. Your sponsor coach is here for you. But it's also incredibly important for you to understand that we are not mind readers. And I say that because if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling stuck, I don't want you suffering in silence. I don't want you being quiet. I want you to reach out to me and say, I am so overwhelmed. I just don't think I can do this. I want you to reach out to me and do not suffer in silence. Please, I will not know. And so, I want us to build a relationship. Just like I know if you're not my personally sponsored coach, I know your coach wants to build a relationship with you. And a relationship starts with open communication both ways. And so I hope that don't ever feel like you're bothering me. Don't ever feel like, but my hope is that you follow the lesson plans and you follow the direction and you trust me and you trust the leaders on this team. When we say to do the lessons, go through the lessons at your pace, it will share with you a lot of information. It will answer a lot of your questions. First, please go through the lessons and then reach out to us with your questions, okay? So I want to welcome you. I'm so excited to see you grow your business. I'm so excited to see the many lives that you're going to change. And I want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. All right. So next step, go to the new coach training, go to the training site, make sure that you download your checklist and get to work.